Hey everyone, it's Amanda, Pineal Painting, Sarasota, Florida. Well, it's a cold, rainy day today. It's not really cold. It actually feels pretty nice. But it is rainy. It's sprinkling right now. So I had to cancel my pergola job. I was gonna go finish up some work over there tomorrow, but this weather, I'm just gonna let it dry up. I got this cabinet, this wine cabinet to do, and just picked this up, and it's pretty interesting. But I just wanted to show you guys the spray booth. So got pretty much all finished up. I've had to put a couple I've had to do a couple modifications here and there, just because when I started using it I realized that I needed to change a few things. But as all in all, man, I love it. I love this paint booth. And so I ended up having to put an extra piece of wood here with a bar, because to hold the it comes out pretty easily. You just slip it out. And basically what happened was when I was going in and out of the spray booth and I was opening the door and closing it, it was creating a suction here, and it was pulling the filters out. So basically I had to add that bar on there just to help hold them on. So that really worked out really well. And probably time to buy, or I have a few extra filters left over. Probably need to buy another batch of filters here soon. I've done probably 3 or 4 cabinet projects by now. So the inside, pretty much the same. This is how it turned out. I got my rack stored in here for now. I'm going to get it out when I spray this wine cabinet. But you can see the filters. They're pretty, they're getting pretty bad. So I need to replace these. Like I say, I've done about 4 cabinet jobs. I've sprayed a bunch of stuff in here, so it's lasted a little while. I got these are pretty much kind of the cheap ones. You can get a pack of them for 20 bucks. And I also had to modify the bar. It was a little bit high. I wasn't sure when we put it in. So I actually brought that down about maybe a foot, just about in line with my rack. This is the rack I used to use to spray with, and I wanted it to be about that high. I've actually ended up putting it a little bit higher, just so I can, it's actually a little bit more ergonomic, and also I can fit a few, longer, sized doors when I hang them in here, give myself a little bit more space. But I'm going to get this rack out of here, and I'm going to work on this wine cabinet. But yeah, so basically I just put my eye hook here. So I hang my cabinet doors there. I have a bunch of these are all my hangers. I've been storing them in the spray booth, but yeah, so when I hang my cabinet doors, and I just hang it on there. And then when I'm spraying, it's, I can spin it. Of course, it doesn't have any weight on it right now. But, so basically that's how that works. And I got a clean spray tip and clean gun ready to go and hang it here. Something I do want to do is I do want to put like a hook or something here, so that when I'm spraying, I can basically throw my gun up on the hook and don't have to worry about it, falling over while I'm carrying out my doors to go, hang them and come back in and grab my gun again. So that's another modification that I still want to do. There's a few things. I did end up going around and caulking everything really good. Basically to try to help seal it up really good. I mean, as much as I could. There's still going to be a gap where the door is and things like that. But for the most part, I caulked it all up. Caulked everything in this box here. It's real easy. Just unhook the bungee cord and the filter comes right out. So I caulked all this, around. I guess I missed this spot here, but you know, caulked all this down here around the, where the pipe is and sucks the air out. Tried to do a good job doing that, so that way it could get ultimate, you know, suction, and it could really clean the air the best that it could. So went all the way around with the caulking. Caulked all this. Pretty much tried to caulk all the panels, like the side panels going down. I didn't caulk this one. I probably should have. Probably should caulk that one. That seam where these two sheets connect. So there's still, you know, there's still things that need to be done with this booth, but I just do it little bit as I go. I basically keep my extension cord here, and oh, of course it just fell down, and oh, of course, but I usually keep it up here and hanging here, and then I just plug my fan right in, and I move my fan, face it out, you know, keep the garage and keep the door closed and everything like that. This is all just extra wood. I'm just using it as like a step because I trip a lot. So I'm kind of, I don't really have anywhere to put it right now. I got this extra. I love having extra wood because you never know when I'm going to get an idea and want to do something. So I got a bunch of sheets here. I already have an idea kind of for these. I want to use all these squares for something. But, so yeah, I just gotta, basically, the more I use it, the more I fix it and make it really workable. I also had to make a hole in the side of the front panel here, so I could run my spray hose through out to my sprayer, so I could have my sprayer outside, and that way, you know, I could just leave my hose inside. I need to probably get something to, I don't know, close that gap up a little bit, and I haven't thought of like a really good idea yet for that, so I'll hold off on that. But the box is really good. I don't let it get wet, so when it's raining and stuff like that, I always keep the door shut. This wood isn't really good wood to be getting wet outside. So that's the spray booth. So this is the cabinet I'm going to be working on. There's a couple of these little circular clips that go in the furniture that hold holds this top and the side together. A couple of them were falling out when I went to pick it up. So discussed it with the homeowner. I'm going to get this drawer out. Once I get this drawer out, I can actually reinstall those pins back in and tighten them up for them. So that's what I'm going to do there. I'm going to take all this, I'm going to take these handles off. I'm going to take the hinges off, and I'm going to sand it. I'm going to take my palm sander and sand the top of it. There's quite a few scratches. And then I got these side pieces here. So, you know, this is a pretty slick surface. It's not very porous, so I'm definitely going to have to sand these good. These pieces, somehow, I didn't ask her to show me. I said, you can put it back together how you want it when I'm done. But, so, they've got these somehow going, I don't even know. How does this go in here? How does this go in here? Okay, I had to go get my light because I cannot see. It's so dark today. Not a lot of sunshine in Florida today. I'm trying to figure out how this goes. I told her, don't worry about it. You can put it back together when I'm done painting it. And I have no idea Not that it really matters to me, but I was just curious, what the heck? There's 2 of these, and I have no idea how this goes. This is stationary. That doesn't fit in there. What the heck? Got this side. Wow, this is a puzzle. So it's gonna go a white, and then they decided to do a gray on the top. Like a light gray. It's so dark in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray it with the white anyway, and then afterward, then I'll tape all this off, mask it with paper, and then I'll spray the top with a gray. And we're undecided on what gray that we're going to use right now because they want like a light gray. I've got a couple grays I'm going to get out. I'm going to test a couple, send a couple pictures over to her and see like, okay, what kind of gray do you like? Because they brought me inside, kind of showed me the room, showed me what it's going to be going in with. So I have kind of a little bit of an idea what they want. I said I have a few grays. That way we don't have to go buy samples or anything. I may have one in a urethane enamel that we can use, save them some money. If not, then if they like the color, then I'll go and I'll purchase a quart just to do the top. But I think it's going to look really nice, so it's going to be all white, and I'm going to do inside. I'm doing inside and probably most of inside of the drawer too. I know they had mentioned doing the full thing. Well, we'll see what's going to look the most professional and going to work out the best. Technically painting the bottom of the inside, I don't know. We'll see what it looks like, but it's not really necessary, and there's going to be a lot of things moving around and on the bottom, so sometimes you want to just leave that unpainted, but I want to see what it looks like. So there's quite a few scratches on the top. So I'm not sure how well you can see it or not, but the top of this wine cabinet has quite a bit of scratches. So I'm definitely going to take the palm sander on this. Okay, I need to pop this pin out so I can get this drawer out. Okay, 1 pin, 2 pin. Alright, I have everything primed with a oil-based primer. Went ahead and just used the oil base on this. So I've got the bottom propped up so it don't stick to the floor while it's drying, and a couple of the pieces. So once this dries up, I'll sand the primer and I'll spray the finish